as the Wallingford Parish Choir in Oxfordshire.
Yes, that's because the market town is the setting for the TV drama series Midsummer Murders, and the choir is often asked to sing or perform as extras.
But now they have a new distinction. They've just been named as Britain's favourite parish choir. We'll be meeting some of the members in just a moment. First, let's see them in action. Well, we're joined now by Sue Ledger and Gemma, who are both in the choir, and music executive Paul Conroy, who encouraged them to enter the contest in the first place. Sue, you just explained to me, in the clip there, that was only a few of you.
Yeah, that was just 12 of us for that, but there's 50 of us altogether, 20 children and 30 adults.
And how long have you, Gemma, been part of the choir?
I joined when I was 6 years old, so I've been in the choir for 8 years.
And tell us a bit about the appeal. I mean, you know, for some 6-year-olds, they might think, choir, why would I want to be in a choir? What's the appeal?
Well, I joined Sue's children's choir when I was 4 1/2, and my grandparents are in the church choir, so they just brought me along one practice, and I just really enjoyed it, so I've been singing ever since.
And you've all just been voted best Britain's favourite parish choir. You must feel immensely proud of them all.
Terribly proud. I mean, it was a difficult thing to go into a competition because we are Wallingford Parish Church Choir, and what we do is sing there every week. And to put yourselves up for maybe not doing so very well, but it was a thrill to give church music and parish choirs this exposure, really.
And Paul, you were involved in encouraging them to go for it. Tell us about your role in the whole thing.
Well, I walk past the church most days. I live around the corner from the church, and I saw an advert in a national paper for this competition, and so I put a note through Sue's door, because she lives around the corner from me, and said, why don't you go in for it? And I'm really pleased they won, and I think it's a great experience, and the chance to make a record and put Wallingford on the map even more than it is already.
I'm just looking down the list of people that you've worked with. I mean, we go to Madness, Elvis Costello, Prince, Sinead O'Connor, Janet Jackson. It's quite a jump, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I have worked with a number of classical artists like Michael Nyman and things, and you know, I grew up in the age of John Peel, of appreciating all sorts of music, and luckily from 1970 onwards, and the time I worked in the music business, you know, I had all sorts of different artists I could work with, so...
Now, Gemma, it's one thing to go in and sing with the choir and it's good fun, whatever. It's another thing to go into a competition.
Yeah.
How did that work? Did you actually have to... Did you hear the other choirs and have to sing, you know, at the same time? Or...
No, we sent off different...
recording that we made,
OK, so you do a recording, you send it away. And did you know anything about the competition? Did you know of the other choirs?
Well, we looked on the website and obviously saw what it was all about, and we sent off an old recording, and then we heard from Oliver Harrop from Decca that we were in the last 3 and they'd like to come and see us. So they came down to a choir practice and videoed the rehearsal and took that back to the panel of judges. So we never had to go anywhere and be knocked out. I think that was quite good.
It was sort of X-Factor.
That didn't seem right somehow for a church choir to be, you know, put yourself up there to be knocked down.
And tell me, I mean, Gemma, you can help me with this as well. Is there... Do you have to audition? I mean, what if you're... Do you have people in who... You must have different standards, I mean...
It's quite totally all standards, and we are a parish church choir, and if someone comes to me and said, I come to your church, I'd like to sing, brilliant, to come to choir practice and see if you like it. We have, particularly some of the children don't start singing with us, and by being surrounded by good singers they learn. But you probably wouldn't like the choir if you didn't like singing, because what we do is sing all the time.
I mean, just tell us a bit about the album, which we were playing very loud yesterday. It's got some fantastic and very famous, well-known songs on it, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a real selection of people's favourite hymns, yes. And I think it's a marvellous album to come out this time of the year, and it's perfect for Easter.
I dare say you guys are quite busy over Easter, right?
It's our busiest weekend of the year, so there's a big service this afternoon. And then Easter Sunday, and we're on Songs of Praise, so we're all going to the local restaurant to watch ourselves on television before we do choral evensong.
Thank you so much for coming for us this morning. Nice to see you here.
Well, it's lovely, as I was saying, and the choir's debut album, the Hymns album, is released on Monday.
Time now to get news where you are.